You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
That's cool that she knows that. I was gone only for a little bit. I wasn't going to finish this, but I really want to finish this. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I was gonna stop this and go do something else. A tunneling vision. Bring the eye of the needles to her. But
You're on a path in the woods.
This is the ending.
And at the
I'm
end of
so
that
close,
path
and I really
is a
want to know where
cabin.
this is going.
You're here to slay.
Slayer, yeah. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up. A warning.
I wonder what I have
She
to
will
do.
lie.
Cheat, yeah. I know. And if you don't know what these lines are, go watch the rest of the videos.
Interior of the cabin
Because
is
he's
almost entirely
like the setup
bare.
is the same every
the
single
air is the
time.
blade is your.
I'm just gonna enter the basement. I don't want to take the blade.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
She's not commanding?
Is hypnotizing. So don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Or is it because I came
You're
in here
playing a
without the knife?
dangerous
I think it's
game
because I
by
came down here
coming
without the
here
knife.
unarmed.
Because she's supposed to be scared now.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're
It has
only
to be
making
letting
this
her
more
out.
difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding. They're
Give them a
large and
tug.
heavy.
They're not gonna come
Far too
apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
Would not leave the key up there. I'm gonna go
Okay.
to the key.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Okay,
Is
and you're
someone else
locking
here?
me in here, but now I don't have the knife. So I think
You tried the
this
door.
is this the ending I'm thinking of?
Your
I say it every
shouts
time,
and
and I
pleas.
don't
You're
know
here
if it
to
is or
slay
not.
the.
Well, I can't slay the princess when I don't have a
Make your
knife.
way
Now
to the
can I?
bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's
Yes.
a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Ooh.
hesitates before
Ooh.
raising her arm to her mouth.
Okay,
her teeth
I
tearing
did not
through her
expect
limb
that.
with the determination of a trapped
Okay.
wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
Was that my
The clang
knife?
of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like
Or we
what
could
happens if
continue
you
letting
do
her
that.
chew our arm off like a damn wolf. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment.
Oh, I'm cutting
you
it this
place the
time.
blade
Okay.
against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Ew, I do not like that sound.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground,
Okay.
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound
So
through the
this
whole
is kind
ordeal.
of like the setup to the other one, except we started without the blade. So does that
No,
change where this
she
goes?
didn't.
The narrator's not going
She
to take
smiles
us over
softly
to try to
as
kill
her
her?
gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
Like,
are
I
too
can't let you
high.
escape. Yeah, he's
You
going
can't
to take
just
us
let her
over
escape
again. How is
the
this
world.
different than
No.
me starting off with the blade?
I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her!
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm
Your
trying
body
my
lunges forward,
darnest.
the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a
Okay.
chance to connect.
Hey, this is kind of different. Oh, this is curious.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay,
The
resist.
blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance,
Why would you come
the
closer?
princess takes a cautious step forward.
Go the other side.
We both know this isn't you.
Okay, this is different than just starting with my blade.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Are you
What
gonna kill
are
me?
you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it
Ooh.
into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
You missed.
You aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Please aim a little bit better.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
That is so
The two of you
disgusting.
are literally doomed.
But I do like that they
everywhere.
left the blood on the mouth.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again,
How many
again,
times?
and again, and you feel every
Just
inch
the throat.
of burning
Just stab
pain
me in the
that
damn throat at
slices
this
its
point.
way into your body.
I'm sorry.
What? Oh my god, this is not how you kill someone.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter
Oh, I
how
can't believe I
sloppy
disagree
her
with the
knife
narrator.
levels, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so
How
sorry.
many times are you stabbing me, lady?
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you.
I mean,
You
I've
collapse
never
to the
used the
floor,
knife before
your
as
blood
a
pooling
weapon,
around
but
you,
it's
your limbs
heart,
unresponsive.
throat, middle of forehead.
Princess
Any of them would have been
stares
a
down
better
at your
option than
wounded chest
stabbing me
as
over and over and
tears
over
carve
again.
rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently,
No,
I
it
can't
would have
deny
gone
the
differently.
reality of
That
what's
well, I don't know,
happened.
taking me
The two
over.
of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. Interesting.
You're on a
interesting.
path.
Okay.
You're here to slay.
In the world, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
only
yeah.
you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Smitten? We're gonna end with smitten?
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain.
He is, I
made
agree.
our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Alright, yeah, let's go.
Last time? What are
Classic
you
damsel
talking
story,
about?
why not?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear
Oh,
them.
hero, go away.
Some things are better
Smitten's
kept
so
quiet.
fun.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on...
Proceed into the cabin. For damsel.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in
nice.
fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You'll need it to do what's right. Approach the mirror.
Walk up. What are you talking about? This isn't all.
Wipe it clean.
Reach forward, but there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh no, the feather! You mean like that my one piece of hair here that doesn't stay in my hair braid no matter what I do? Enter the basement. We don't need no stinking knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm
Oh,
with
aren't
you that we
we
should be
so
doing
in
whatever
love?
we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
No, I am totally in love, right,
Just
guys? Back me
remember
up on
that her
this.
charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
Are
princess.
you in a different
There's
dress?
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Oh, and your hand's still gone, isn't it?
My love, we're here to
My
rescue
love!
you from your unjust and foul
this voice.
imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she
Hey,
can hear my
just tell me what to say, Smith. I'll say it, man.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery
Oh,
really
so
goes a
happy
long
for
way
my
with the two of
two.
you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here
No.
before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
No, he had it right. The narrator killed
Only
us.
because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
It was cruel to stab us over and over and over, so a little tiny bit of a stain.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
How many
What
worlds have we left
matters
behind?
is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever.
Well, how do
Especially
you know
not
we're
leaving
hopping
a
in
trail
between
of
worlds instead of it
incomprehensible
resetting?
devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do
Oh,
this?
hero, go away.
Are you
You're always
sure
taking
we
the
want
fun
to
out of the situation.
Rescue her. We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Heck
Are
yeah.
you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm so sorry about what happened last time. The narrator sent me here to kill you and took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I'm so sorry about what happened.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You are just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aw, she's so sweet.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Perfect,
Do you
yes.
think she has
How
someone
could you
like
say
him
otherwise?
telling her what to do? She doesn't.
No.
There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Same. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out
hand
with no harm
already
done.
gone? Isn't it just higher up on, or is she doing it like that? Is that how she's like that? I don't know. It doesn't
What?
look like she has a hand.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Please
Why
tell me
are
it's
you two
not that
arguing
easy
over the
either.
logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles. She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time?
Yeah,
That's our
she's never
stoic,
cared.
smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence
Y'all are
that she's
so
a monster
not
who's
fun.
not to be trusted. So go ahead.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
What happened in between? But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through
No,
her
she's
beautiful-
sacrificing herself to do that.
You
She's not
listening
doing
to
what
her?
she wants. No,
a
that's not
confession.
romantic. No. No, I don't want the world in. I have no feelings one way or the other. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plague. I hope you're about to slow people road to the mall. No, I didn't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Now
See,
you're just saying
she
what you
didn't
think
confess
I
anything.
want to hear. Okay,
She
cool.
is innocence itself. Not so sure.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel
No.
forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best
Can
decision
you have smaller
for
sentences?
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Manipulation. Rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what?
You'll
Take
what?
over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I
Okay,
will
well,
end
slow your
our
roll
life
there.
without
There's
a
stuff
second
we can do
thought.
without that.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't
Yeah,
stop
so
her?
you can't kill me. You can just we
We'll
can
approach
just slip
the
her arm out.
princess
Why
and
not?
gingerly
Just
slide her hand
why
through
are
her
you
body.
sitting here?
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Why are you sitting
can't
here if you
believe
could
it.
do this?
But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
True believer. That'll always remind me of Spider-Man.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sucker punch.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Nails in the back?
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on
Something
our side?
horrible has to go on, right?
What do we do now?
What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
I can tell.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yes.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Oh. Hey, hold on the quiet place. We haven't gone outside the cabin yet.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
But what would make you happy? You have to want something more than just making me happy. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't be your entire happiness around me. Yeah.
Okay,
You need your own
if
thing.
that's what makes you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar.
No, I'm
Are you
not.
starting to trust me now?
But what makes you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Why are you...
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us.
She's
You don't have to act
changing
like
art
it's a big
styles.
deal.
You have to want something more than just making me happy.
I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like
It's
we're
all she
alone?
wanted. And they lived
Like
happily
we're
ever
the only
after.
ones here?
Okay. You didn't get the chance to answer their question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory
No.
returns.
She was our perfect match. She's gone.
Where'd she go? Should we
Is
try
that
to find her?
Mirror.
Why now? Approach the mirror. I don't have time to talk to you. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's inside. You are nothing at all. Reflections. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. Oh, look at that. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Of course you're here. Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Whoa! Okay, this is going someplace I did not expect. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I was ever get to see you. I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you
That
thought
is
yourself
so
dead,
cool looking.
it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Woo! After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubbub? So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I would get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Okay. Does it hurt when pieces of you break
It
off
doesn't
like that?
hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Okay. So you do know about the looping. So many times I met you, you denied at the very possible. Why'd you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay. What is a princess? Did you make her too? The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Are you a part of me or are you something else? If you made me, then what am I? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Why do you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
Alright, I think we have 3 more questions. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? If I destroy her, how is that isn't any better than death? Or even different from death at all? Honestly, it feels worse. Do you have anything to say for yourself? To everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? So many questions for you, I'm sorry. I might ask you a question. Are you part of me or are you something else? Says she can instruct death. What is she? Why couldn't you have told me all this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. She's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be. Can't I just will her into something small? I'm supposed to see all this. How do you die? Why did you make a princess? Why is she a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of bread? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone? Why would you want to get the roll of death? Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. What if neither of us leaves this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
Work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. But until then, the clock ticks on.
Man, I kind of want to ask all of this, but I think I can only ask 2 more things. I think I'm gonna ask... I want to ask this one. If I destroy her, how is sex isn't any better than death, or even different from death at all?
When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Run out of questions. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all this. I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a new clarity. You are the long quiet. A vast and nastic God, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Bring the damsel to her. When you arrive at the heart of the things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Okay. Oh, that's cool looking. That kind of reminds me of something from Claymore.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear a conversation? I'm no longer quiet, but I don't really know what that means. Did you know about the echo? Did you hear a conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm no longer quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured.
Man, I kind of wish I had said I missed you, but again, I thought it was exploring. I thought I could, like, save that for last or something. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. So many questions I need to answer before I can make a choice. I let you out an entire world and for good, so I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked? If all of them would have led to this moment. There has to be another way. This can't come down to me destroying you. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this always falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
If you're always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would lead to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Am I fighting her now?
Your letter drags a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go?
This is from her perspective?
Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
I have no desire to hide, but the truth could be made better. If destroying you is what it takes, then so be it. I don't want to hide from the truth. I won't engage with violence. I don't want to hide from the truth.
Then don't. Leave with me. There's no need for you to fight what we are.
Did I choose to fight her? I mean, this is cool, but did I choose to fight her?
Defiance, you rise again and free the one who doesn't know she needs freeing.
This is cool. I love the way this is
I
drawn.
didn't know what to make of it then, but
Let's
I
go through
know
all the
now.
different vessels we collected.
You delivered to me the gift of truth, and now it is my turn to deliver the same gift to you. Do not hide from it. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
And we've both grown from it, haven't you? The strain's so bad, can we not? I refuse to fight you because I reject what you desire. Obstacles to only take from the bloody fist. I won't engage with violence. I get it, there's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. And we've both grown from it, haven't we?
We have. Look at what we are now, and see how small we were then. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remember
This
the
is
impermanence
cool,
of
the way they're
material,
drawing it from
and
the
watched
princess's
as the walls of your prison
perspective.
decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll get over it. It'd be torture. Everyone gave his. That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they do not return it. I offer you a path to your redemption, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
But without redemption, there can be no sin. And I would sacrifice everything to set you free again. One friend, I get it. Never sacrifice everything to set you free again, I
And
guess.
yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice. So long
Or was
as
I
you
supposed to
accept
say,
me
without
without
redemption, there
lies.
is no sin?
A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
I miss when that was you. Submitting to you was a mistake. I would have destroyed you if I had known. You were consumed by your own ego. I want to gain with violence. I get it, there's no... Okay, you were consumed by your own ego?
And through your lack of one, you too were consumed. Yet together, we were able to create something beautiful.
As the clash between you abides, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this
Was I
prison
ever
together.
against setting her free? It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above all of it.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think will happen if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever
Is there
we go.
like different endings? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I won't let you. I don't let everything die. I've told you enough to pursue meetings. Actually, I'm gonna trust. I have to better fight the world. I'm sorry. Okay, all of this is slay. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Ooh, I kind of like that one. But I never wanted to fight you. I think I like this one. I don't know, is there, like, different endings? If you've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine, if you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Oh!
you don't have to do it alone.
Hello, hero! Why are you here? Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear voice. I can do this alone. Where is everyone else? How are you supposed to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror. I thought voices weren't allowed
Apparently
here.
that's not true. We can worry about it later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready. No, I can do this out here on my own. I'm ready?
Then let's go.
I don't know what the right choice is anymore. Oh. What?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after
Oh, they're
that,
still outside.
Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like to throw. Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is anyone really gone? Take the blade into the paper. Is it just you and me? Did everyone else make it to the cabin?
Us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
If the hour still stands, could you describe the cabin for me, old time's sake? Is Senora really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Good riddance. I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go. Good riddance.
Yeah. He really put us through hell, didn't he?
I had Jack pick us up some tenders. I don't know if you want to eat now. This is
Okay.
dinner.
I'm almost done.
All right.
Enter the basement.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
I don't want to kill her. That's my justification. I don't want to kill her.
Stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Continue down
And
the
down
stairs.
we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
But who's gonna be here?
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Sit with her. I don't want to be a god. Are you the same one out there? What if we just leave? I think the only thing left to do here is leave. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
What the fuck? Can't we just leave? What if we just leave?
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
Take your hand in yours. I don't know, but I always wanted to leave with you. I just don't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door just as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We know everything out there, but we don't know this. I want to know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is we're leaving together. That's all I want.
Okay then, let's leave.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Thanks for
Don't mention
everything.
Thanks for making all the
I
hard
guess,
choices
I mean,
along
Hero
the
was
way.
with us through everyone. Leave with the princess. Don't leave her alone, babe. Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be filled with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there's an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows that, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
This is it. I have no idea what it's going to be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
I love you. Who's gonna open it? Are you ready? Neither of us knows what. Neither of us knows what it's gonna be like out there. I love you.
I love you too. But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to do. Yay! Whatever it is, you'll face it together. Oh, that's it. So is that like excuse you? So is that like the good ending? Is there? Well, I don't even know. Is there multiple endings to this? Oh, it's so good! Yay! Oh man, that was... Okay, I gotta take this off. That hurts. That was really good. I really love this game. I mean, like I said before, I really love this developer. Wish my ears didn't hurt so much though. But that's so good. I love it. Hey, Gab Spoilers. I know her. I mean, not personally, but I watch her. Finish the game, our song. The good ending doesn't count. Thanks so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting H, our songs. Oh, that's cool. Join the Discord, join our mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us, make your playlist, play our other game. Make your playlist. Whoa! Where'd it go? Oh, I think that's up. Right here. We only have 22 out of 97. Romantic haze. Wherever it's possible, nothing is. Master yourself and finish a sharp foe. Is in her nature? Are these all different endings? So we got the good ending first try. So I guess these are all other endings now? Slay an innocent. Some tears can never be mended. I wonder how we get these. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end this here. We are totally coming back, though, because I want these other endings and... Or not even other endings, but I want these other... Like, I want these other achievements. But we did get the good ending, so yay for us for doing that first try. I'm sure there's something where, like, you actually, like, kill her is probably one. But I want these other endings, like, what's behind the mask? Like, did we even see a face that looks like this? Or, like, this one, this looks like she's a cat here. And this looks like we're stabbing ourselves? Did we ever kill ourselves? No, I think we waited. Okay. Slay better? Yeah, there's stuff like that. You did it. You saved everyone. So there's like, there's the good ending, supposedly. Yeah, kiss her? I want to kiss her. Okay, we're coming back to this. But for now, I guess that's the good ending. Like maybe like the how do you say it? Like the chronicle ending, like the ending they attended. But I'm definitely coming back for this. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.